Guys, I only realised when I uploaded the video that the first story I wasn't recording the full length of it. I had gotten to the part where I was starting to head home with the shopping. What happened was I was going up the hill a bit and there was this big boy. He was a teenager, a lot older than me, and there was a gang of them, but he was the ringleader. And he said to me, not take out, he said, give me your money. Now he had something in his hands, some sort of a weapon, and I didn't know what to do. I froze on the spot. I didn't react, I didn't do anything. I knew he was rough. He was from a rough area of the town, well known, of course. And I froze on the spot. Hand over your money. It felt like a highwayman. And I was a small child and I didn't know what to do. So, next thing, when I had frozen, something must have distracted him because he and the others just started walking back down. So, I had a lucky escape because threatening me and telling me to hand over the money, and I had my mother's change in the purse, and I had the shopping and the list and the whole lot. And I was scared to go home as well if, you know, I hadn't got the money and the change and all the shopping because I didn't know that if he was going to take all the shopping and what I had. But obviously, when I froze, he just decided to let me go and to go back down the hill. But when I went home, I did tell my mother, but there wasn't anything done about it. It was swept under the carpet, like everything else was. I do believe, looking back, that my mother should have not allowed me to go alone shopping on that mountain again on my own. I was a child. And, I had experiences where neighbours were friendly to me, would often give me a lift up home because they'd see me on my own. I was a small child with big heavy bags laden down in my little arms, belonging to the house next door as well. Whatever they had put on their shopping list, I had to carry that as well. No child should have to do that. Not walk up a mountain in sweltering heat. Even one time I had to get ice cream for next door. And my mother gave out about that all right. But, it shouldn't have happened, You don't do that. You look after your children. So my mother should have put a stop to me having to walk down there on my own because I could have been attacked. He had something in his hand and he was threatening me and saying, I'll kill you, and give me your money. What do you do? You're a child. So, guys, I'm putting in this segment because that story I thought I was recording, and because of the glaucoma, my eyesight, I didn't realise I had put in the first story. But all I can say to you is look after your children. Don't let them out of your sight. Because I know today is a different age, different times. And I was just lucky. I had God looking down on me that saved my life. Because this fella, he was a nut job from the town. And I only found that out through family members and later in life that I had a lucky escape. But thank God I never laid eyes on him again, even growing up. Because, he could have done something else and been gone away, sent away for it into prison. Probably was, knowing the ins and outs. Because when you live in a small town, you know everyone. That's the thing, you know everyone and what they're like. So it's not like a big city, that you think, oh, paranoid that someone is following you. When you're in a small town, you know if there's someone if there's someone following you, you will know that because you're used to your surroundings. So I love you, Levy. I'm just inserting this clip to finish that story. So till my next one, like, share, subscribe, please. And let's continue the stories about my life and what happened. Okay? Love you, Levy. Bye for now.